Pre-advertisement, and this is referring to the Mr. Snowflake documentary series, of which Chantal is already running scared. And the video that I might just cover later is entitled Raging About a New Series Being Made About Me. And yes, Chantal used that thumbnail. After dealing with people like her, she had always been a problem. Before she's been in her teens, she has been a problem. Cause no one, me, made her do what she should have done. Oh well, at work I call security, seriality, let them tie you up. I ain't dealing with you. When I have five other people, many who are actually dying. Yeah, sorry, I give one crap about you. Smiling jackal is more appealing than it. WTF is that face? It's frightening. That is the photo she chose. Deep down, she's loving the attention, but hopes her beezers won't realize all her lies. Why does she favor this selfie? It looks so creepy. She looks mental. Chantal's latest community post. At Mr. Snowflake, I want to apologize for reacting the way I did about your docu-series on me. I forgot that you did Life by Jens, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it saddened me, of course, but you used her words, and I like the style. You did the same with mine, and I have to admit, watching the trailer made me cry, and I guess that's my problem. I have to figure out why I feel this emotional response by watching. It's hard to see the mirror before us sometimes, and I just lumped you immediately into the same category as hate channels who dehumanized me for so long. You do the opposite, so I apologize. Also, it is wrong of me to have issue with others discussing my life where I am a public figure. I don't agree with defamation and hate, but this is not what your content is about. So I was wrong about that. Girl is shook, laughing my ass off. What's she trying to suck up for? She truly believes she can charm anyone, especially men. She's willfully oblivious to her true repulsive aura. As long as you're good looking or semi decent looking heterosexual man, she's fine with whatever criticism they have to say. He totally wanted me, Foodie Beauty about Mr. Snowflake. He's literally a father. So, I mean, of any man of her acquaintance, he is surely the final boss. This is why I think all her attempts at therapy have failed. She's seen female therapists who she sees as threats. She would respond positively to a younger, middle aged male therapist. Granted, then, she'd have codependence transference, but still, you can bet your ass she'd go. Maybe, but as soon as she said anything real or offensive to her, she'd lose her crap. She craves male approval. That's why Salah works so well for her. She says all the, yes, beautiful, sweetie, honey, even though he doesn't really care. She's getting that approval fix. She won't like him long watch. He's causing up to French fried girl, rumor has it. She wants him bad. It'll end after the first video comes out. Next, she's gonna claim Mr. Snowflake wants her. Kisses! We see you, Foodie! She's so obvious. Girl, don't forget. You're going to have to face what you did to VBJ in this series.
If you really want to know, I'm rehoming my cats to a wood chipper, okay?
Typical chins. As soon as something nasty she did is displayed, even it's presented in an unbiased way, she will be back to raging. Save your fat thumbs and limited brain cells, the wasted effort, Chantal. Holy hell, she's scrapping herself. Smooch that ass, bitch! Does this walrus ever stop? She really has some sort of kick for humiliating herself, considering she hurtled onto that overpriced flight back to Kuwait faster than the speed of light just to chase down her man to make sure he was crabbing on her instead of some floozy. Oh yeah, she definitely has a humiliation fetish. But then her whole life is an embarrassment. That's a lot of words to say. Please be nice. I'm nice. See, I can be nice. I promise I'm not a bigoted, pig-headed, animal-abusing asshole. See, I'm willing to change. And you look good. The difference between Chins and Jen are too many to list here. But Jen had a candid soul. She was not demonic. She was haunted, and Chantal is nasty mofo, lacks human kindness and emotion. If she feels dehumanized, it's what we're working with. The series will expose her. In her words, sure will. The bish is backing down. Chantal is the most embarrassing asshole I've seen. I feel sorry for you. His reaction, basically saying, wow, you're a dick. I'm changing what I'm doing while being attractive. She is so effing transparent. I hope his videos come up before hers when you search Foodie Beauty. Salah is gone. The shame was too much. I believe that 100%. Shabib needs to spill the real tea. With Salah out of the picture, she has returned to takeout and binging, hence the no weight loss journey anymore. She has no reason to be in Kuwait. It's only a matter of time before she returns home to Canada. No place to live, no happy marriage, no possessions, no cats. She talks to Julia in latest mukbang, but she's not seen. Anyways, this is all conjecture, rumor y speculación. She's a narcissist, and narcissists will never admit defeat. That's why she stays in Kuwait. Reminds me of Amberlyn Reed hiding her breakup with Dusty for a month, even after it got out because Facebook. I'm so curious how she can even do that. She can't drive while there and doesn't speak the language, and in my opinion is too lazy to ever learn. Plus, her health is so bad that she can't get out and walk for the resources she needs. Talk about miserable. What? What in the world did I miss? It's my theory, lol. Interesting theory. We shall see. It's a very sound hypothesis. I believe you are correct. We shall see when the time for the next visa run comes around. Good theory. Now it comes to fruition. I believe it. Totally agree. Pointless. I have no doubt she has ended up the loophole marriage, took the old furniture and set her up with the new IKEA furniture. I do think she still pays him to keep up the facade, so she can stay in that apartment and drive her to places. I'm real. I'm with you. She's live streaming too often at odd hours. No sign of him at all. If he didn't want to be on screen, there would still be something of items, nothing. It's why she's so angry at the moment and off cam. Where's your man, Foodie? I agree 100%. When Chantal reached in Canada after finding out about his text, he begged Chantal not to expose him. But she did, and I feel that ended the sham relationship. There is no way the Kaibela shit, lol, didn't make it back to his family. Salah's family is finally dealing with him, no doubt. I wonder if she has a key this time. She never should have left Canada again. Chantal is used to being a dirtbag and always surviving. Kuwait is not the same as the Western world, but she thought she could go back, fix it, and bounce back as usual. Not happening. In my opinion, he left on his own, or his father was contacted and sent copies of his behavior and pulled the plug on them, and or his YouTube career. The only thing we know is she is still a lying, miserable, jealous, spiteful, no matter where she eats out of her throw. I believe Salah is gone because she is now sitting in his gaming chair in the living room. I think Julia is still there because in her last mukbang, I saw her gray fluffy tail swish by for a second. She will crack eventually. She will always tell on herself sooner or later. She screwed up when she insulted his family and publicly confirmed he had those fetishes. I think you're right. Ramadan is coming up. It's a huge time for family and friends. She won't be able to fake her way through it. Sitting alone, he's gone. The shame went into overdrive. And another thing, I think the whole sciatica farce was because she fell off and broke one of those little plastic chairs, amping up the injury to garner pity from the Poop King. I think you're not wrong, since Salah's father must have come down hard on him for shaming the family. She can't drive around and stalk him like Koki, but she's gonna hang on in that apartment to the very end, hoping to get him back. Yeah, she used to whisper that he was sleeping. Now she's full rage screaming for 3 hours from 2 to 5 a.m. Kuwait time. Julia was seen during the last mukbang, but then who filmed her on her walk? Probably Salah, but I don't think he lives with her anymore. I think she stays in Kuwait for now because she's physically unable to make that trip to Canada. I think she's saving money for a plane ticket to vacate Kuwait permanently. She can't promote a couple's channel if you're not a couple. I just don't think he sleeps there. I agree, but I don't think Salah's gone cause of his dad. I think he's gone cause he realizes now that there is no visa. Oh, do you think Sal took Julia with him? Highly doubt. I'm sure we will get some tearful e-begging as she pleads with her subscribers to fund Julia's trip back to Canada. Don't make me lose the last of my family. It sure seems like Poop Salad is gone, but she pays for men to stay with her. So, I wonder if Poopy's being paid enough to make it worth it. I think maybe he told her he needed a break, but he's really gone. If she knew it was over, I think it would show more in her behavior. But who knows? This is why she was there. Salad's family stepped in and pulled him from his mess before she could waddle back to Kuwait. She rushed there because Salad called it off, and she thought coming in person would make him stay. Now she alone in a country she has no citizenship or rights in. Can't speak the language, can't drive, knows no one outside of Salah, never even went to the mosque to get to know anyone. I agree. I imagine that this behavior brought shame to his family. It might even be against Kuwaiti rules or laws, which could lead to a deportation back to Syria. All conjecture, of course. One thing is for sure, Foodie Beauty made the situation much worse for him and is controlling him. I really hope you're right also for her sake, to be honest. In my opinion, she has even less of a chance of saving her life in Kuwait than Canada. She's even more isolated there. I think you're 100% on point there. One reason I agree with you is because she said she had a major language barrier at the hospital when receiving treatment for her sciatica. Why wouldn't Salah have gone along to help her with something important like that? If he's gone, I guess she doesn't have to worry about paying for the Temu mobile. But who is going to take care of the cat and the rat pink? And who is taking her to the doctor in stupid walking vids?
I know you're all hoping, but the minute I talked to Salah, I knew he was in love with me. From like like a couple hours later, he was in love with me. He was in love with this face that you hate. He was in love with everything that you hate because you don't know me. So stay mad. Tiny violin.